Hi, my name's Christina Weber, and I run a company called Christian Biz Owners on Fire. We help Christian entrepreneurs that want to have a fulfilling and prosperous business or ministry while keeping their relationships a top priority on a daily basis. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about how to handle disappointments in your business and personal life. And I had a couple of those recently. One of the big ones was I'm scheduled to go to my mastermind in San Diego, and I planned to do a little shopping trip with my branding gal when I was up there. And when I made those plans, I mean, it's not cheap to do that. I knew it was a little bit of a financial stretch, but she encouraged me and she said, "Now, come on, think positive and stuff." So I probably wouldn't have committed to it had she not kind of given me that out. But it just came down to it. I just was not in a financial position to do it, so I'm going to have to postpone it. So I was disappointed about that. And so it happens all the time. We have things that we just didn't go the way we planned. And the first thing I would just say is, celebrate the fact you had a goal. A lot of people don't even experience disappointment, actually buffer themselves from doing that because they don't really have a goal. So they don't really even realize when they didn't meet something. So congratulate yourself right there for having a goal. But the first step to get around that and work through a disappointment at work or in your personal life is evaluate the goal. I realize I'm not particularly good at setting realistic monetary goals or number goals. I was in my Catholic Assembly for Business meeting this morning, and we were talking about our networking group that we've started about a year and a half ago, and they were looking at what goals for when new people come, what percentage do we want to have them convert over. And some of the guys were saying the first suggestion was 80%, and then one of the guys said, "I think that's too aggressive," and then the other guy said, "Yeah, I think 50%'s okay, even that's aggressive." But I guess what I was amazed by is they were so confident that they really could evaluate. Now that's an unrealistic goal, that's a realistic goal. I don't do that very well. So part of evaluating the goals, you really want to learn the art of having a stretch goal that really does stretch you, but you want something that you actually can meet. So that just takes practice. So go ahead and put a goal out there, and even if you don't meet it, try to think about how you can use that information so that the next time you can have maybe a goal that's more of an ideal stretch goal, that it pushes you, but it is achievable, because it does give you a charge when you achieve that. So the second thing that you want to do is you want to celebrate the closeness of the match. So what that means is that, it's not that I didn't meet any financial goals. I did, actually. A lot of what I got some paying clients, but I had a lot of trades. Well, I needed cash to be able to afford this trip. But, they were all things I wanted to do, like paint my place and do some handyman work and things like that. So, there was progress there. And so you don't want to just feel like just because you didn't make that one goal that you failed or whatever. Even in my personal life, some things didn't go the way I wanted to, but I made some progress, and I stretched myself more than I ever had, and really learned a lot of things that I wouldn't have known had I not been willing to take the risk. And just realizing that people who don't take risks, usually don't have much excitement or things going on in their life because they're just not willing to take the risk. So celebrate that. And then the third thing I recommend that you do is gather the gems. See, this is where you really get better. Like what I learned in my personal life is that, I learned about things that I like, things I didn't like, things that I was good at, things that I really need some extra help with. And so you want to take that. So each time you have a goal that you don't hit, you did do something, figure out what you can learn from it, and it's a gold mine. It will guide you to where you want to go. And that's the thing people don't realize. It's when they have a goal and they can, even if they fall short on it, when they can look at it, it really helps them be able to refine it, make adjustments, and then eventually they do achieve it. So don't get discouraged by that. And then basically number 4 is refill and recommit. After some of couple of these disappointments, I really didn't feel like Yeah, I kind of was feeling kind of introspective. I didn't really want to socialize that much. I kind of felt more like being to myself, and that's okay. You know, you need to kind of refuel. It is a letdown when you have something that doesn't go the way you wanted it to, but give yourself that time. Don't feel like you have to be out in the center stage, you know, after you've had some disappointments. But the key is you want to have a plan to recommit, and that's what's perfect about the timing of my mastermind is it's coming up this weekend. So it's a perfect time. I'm going to have kind of a little business retreat. In fact, the time I'm not going to be shopping, I'm going to use for kind of a business and personal retreat where I just go over my goals. I do some things I've not had time to do as far as really mapping things out. So again, and I'll come out of that really feeling jazzed about everything. And that's what you want to do. You just want to take the data you got, move forward, and then recommit to your new plan. And this is really how successful people achieve their goals. It's through a lot of mini failures, but by sticking with things, they get where they want to go. So I hope this has helped you. Have a wonderful week, and God bless.